Yo, good morning. What's up, everybody? Tuesday. Woke up and thought it was Wednesday until I got into my office, so that's cool. Markets are open. Ace, good morning. Botan, Silver, Ryan, Amy, Mitch, good morning. JJ, morning. D-Trades, what's up? Todd, what's up? Jan, good morning. Alrighty. Markets are open. Ripping off the open into yesterday's value area high. Currently 0.2% up on the day. That's what the daily chart looks like. We flushed the lows and we absolutely ripped it to 25K basically. Like 1,000 point top to bottom candle, I think, actually, right? Isn't that like 1,000 points? Wasn't it 24K? Yeah, 24K to 25K. 1,000 point daily candle. Good Lord. News on the session chat. We've got 9 o'clock home sales, existing home sales at 9 o'clock. That's it for the trading session. How'd yesterday go for y'all, chat? Look who's back in the daily range again, for real. How was the swim yesterday? Shockingly good. I swam 1,000 yards total with breaks, but first time I ever hit 1,000 yards. And I think the big win is that it was getting... Okay, so like when I've been swimming historically, my heart rate and my breathing is just like not it, and I've been getting torched. That being said, at the end of it, my breathing was actually, and my heart rate were actually getting better, and it was just my muscles getting torched, which that is the big win in my opinion, is that I was actually using the correct muscles. I'm a little sore. Worked on my catch a lot, worked on really extending out my shoulder, getting my shoulder up near my ear on the reach out instead of kind of going like this, because this creates drag. This is less drag. And that was really helpful. Could feel the glide a little bit, you know? So yeah, 1,000 yards. I wanted to quit at 300 yards, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get to 500. And then I got to 500 and the coach helped me, and I was like, okay, we'll just like go for the full 50 minutes or an hour or whatever and see how far I can get. And then I was like, okay, I'm getting to 1,000 yards. So big wins. Big wins there. It was actually very encouraging, very exciting. It gave me hope, which is worth more than a lot right now. This morning I biked 20 miles, did a like a change cadence workout where it was like warm up and then like 2 sets of 5 minutes at 175 watts, one with a 68 cadence, one with an 88 cadence, and then a minute recovery at 135 watts, 95 cadence in between each set. And I did 5, 4, 3, 2, 2 of those. So it was like an hour and 7 minutes on the bike and then a 2 mile and some change runoff. So had a big morning already. But yesterday's swim was very exciting. I was like very sore afterwards. Back on my middle school swim team, we used to warm up with 1,000 yards and we still had the rest of practice. I know. I am literally at elementary school level here, but I'll take it. Exhaling is huge. Yeah, I did the I saw on YouTube if you like hum while you're underwater, kind of helps with the air going out a little bit more consistently. So I was doing that and it was helping. As silly as it felt, it was the right play, I think. So all that to say, successful 12 hours or, 15 hours of training. I'm a little tired. Got like 6 hours and some change in sleep last night, which is not quite enough for me after a big workout, to be honest. Wanting to breathe with enough motivation for me, humming helps out. Yeah, the thing that humming helps me with is the consistent outflow of air instead of just like trying to like dump all my air right before I take a breath, which was what I was doing and was not working very well for me. This was like I'm putting my head in and I'm immediately starting the exhale, which was significantly more helpful, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, obviously. But I was very happy to cross the 1,000 or to hit the 1,000-yard mark. So now it's like that metric is kind of gone. New normal, you know what I mean? New normal. I think this was the most I've ever sweat in a workout was today, literally of all time. I think this is the sweatiest workout I've ever been in was the bike this morning. I forgot to turn my fan on and I was too lazy to get up and turn it on. And it was insane. How long is the swim for the event? 2.2 miles, a little over 4,000 yards, I think. Straight through. All right. Kind of hard golf real quick. As always, I wait the first 15 minutes if you don't know. It's a personal rule. Forces me to be patient. Par 33, huh? Jumping through hoops is what it's called. Huh. This is kind of a weird looking course. All right. I feel like I should probably go off the wall, but I'm going to do this instead. Sick. Sick. Okay, let's go off the wall. Interesting. I don't think there's a world where I can get this. There's not a world where I can do that. So I need to do a little roller somehow. Oh, get up there. Oh, shoot. Dang it. I knew that right off the rip. Oh, no. Oh no. Dude, this is kind of a little bit of a hard one. Oh God. This is not looking good. Not looking good at all. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. This is a crazy shot also. What the heck? Okay. I am going to need the checkpoint here, I think. Top 54% still is insane. That was a tough one. Still at VWAP chat. There's always that one spot on the map. Yeah. I didn't think that one spot was going to be the hardest spot, to be honest. Ryan, what did you eat when you were Ironman training? I'm realizing that I need to eat more. I'm having a hard time with eating enough right now. Did you have any go-tos? Or anybody else that's done any hardcore endurance stuff in the past? I'm almost at the spot where I want to just like... You know what would actually be sick is if I could find like a little personal cook for breakfast and lunches. For some Ironman specific nutrition. During the workouts or during the day? During the day is the hard part. Although during the workouts is something I'm gonna have to figure out also. Like, what are you supposed? How do you pack enough nutrition on the bike to handle yourself during the bike and to be able to prep for the marathon? I don't understand. Like, is it just a metric ton of goos in the bike plus your carb drink or whatever and some water? I don't understand how people do that. I'm confused, but I'm gonna worry about that later. Okay, thank you. For it being like one of the most important parts, I feel like there's not that much content on it. It's actually hilarious. I can't imagine doing an Ironman without the amount of content on social media that I have been absorbing. Matt, is there any update on Tradester? We're grinding still. Camelback with carbs and electrolytes. I don't know if you can wear a Camelback actually. Okay, a little push. Reminder, we've got news at 9 o'clock. I've got 30 seconds till I'm green lighted to trade. You can, but don't be that douche. Yeah, I mean, it kind of kills the arrow idea, right? A little bit. I did have the thought on the bike this morning that if I can actually figure out swimming and make it enjoyable, I don't know if this will be my only one. I say before I'm even halfway through training, but I've been really enjoying the bike and I really enjoy running. So if I can figure out the swimming portion, it might be more in my future. We'll see. What news is at 9? U.S. existing home sales. Shouldn't move us that much, but it might move us a little bit. Matt, do you change the way you trade if you're exhausted? Looking for mental tips on tougher days. I'm exhausted, truly exhausted. I just try not to trade that much. Or get an energy drink in the veins ASAP. But there's not a whole lot you can do about it, to be honest, other than like the only thing you can really control is when you are getting in and or not in the market, right? And if you are mentally fatigued already, then or physically fatigued, a lot of times it's just good to be patient. I say as I yawn, sorry. I hate this market. It's just kind of wild because you go from days where yesterday we had 1,000 points up and then now we're just kind of chopping around back in the daily range. It's just a little confusing because there's not a whole lot of continuation seemingly. Look at the range chart, WTF. Yeah. What's the biggest attack on Iran so far? I haven't looked at any of the, I haven't monitored the situation in the last 24 hours. Is Sierra chart supposed to look like it's from the 90s or am I on the wrong site? That is the correct site. I mean, look at the software itself. Very similar. But it works. What's up, by the way? Good morning. Daryl, no. The 50% consistency is based on the account balance. If your account balance is $3,000 in total, then you cannot make more than $1,500 at the time of payout, right? If the payout request, your account balance is at $6,000, then no single day could have been $3,000 or greater. Thank you, sire. Someone's been watching some Game of Thrones. Oh, sir. Okay. That's fine, too. I'll be referred to as my lord from here on out, chat. Kidding. Matt, what's your body fat? You know, I actually haven't checked it. I haven't checked it in a while. Let me find it. I'll find it from when I last checked. We'll see with the date that I last checked it. Let me find the app. Can't find it on my homepage. See if I can find it. Now I'm curious. I want to say I was floating around like 10 to 12%. There we go. Finally found it on my screen. I gotta sign in. Last time I weighed in, it was 11.3%. And that was done on, when was that done? That was done November. I haven't weighed myself since November, chat. Matt, House of Ligma. You watch Seven Kingdoms? No, I haven't watched Seven Kingdoms. In fact, I just started watching Mayor of... oh my god, what's it called? Mayor of Kingstown. You keep saying stuck on the team mayor. I know. I wanted to say Mayor of Easttown. I knew that wasn't right. I'm on episode 4 of Mayor of Kingstown. It's pretty good so far. It's a little intense, but it's good. I don't really like when they do bring kids into the stuff, to be honest, but all right. Just barely swept the lows, chat. We got news in 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Don't really have too much selling going on. I would assume we hit a block or something down here. If I had to guess, I think I probably am still around that like 11 to 13% if I had to guess. Maybe I'm a little more lean. I think I was pretty lean when I scaled in last time. The lowest I ever got was like 10.3 on the body fat percentage. The getting under 10 is, I think you start like really having to like be on your diet. I'm at like, I was at like 11.3 without being like super strict on it. It was just obviously an insane amount of cardio. What's your VO2 max? I'm at a 50 right now. It's gone down a little bit because I haven't been doing any sprinting workouts. I got up to like 53. And then it's just been slowly decreasing. Same with my Garmin endurance score. I think that thing is bogus, dude. I feel like my endurance score peaked at like 7K. And now it's at like... yeah, it peaked at 7K. Oh no, excuse me, 6,800. And now it's at 5,500. I'm labeled as intermediate. I don't feel like I'm at intermediate territory though, by any means. I don't understand how they calculate that. Are sprints useful for anything? Yeah, it's really good for fat burning. And getting lean. Sprints are really good for getting lean. More so than just like running long, at least in my opinion. It's also good for your VO2 max. Care about that. Sprinting as an adult is so funny. Yeah, it's comical. I felt like a doofus going to the track for my track workouts. And even then, it's not like, I guess that's not like true sprinting. Like I'm not over here doing 40-yard dashes or even 100-yard dashes. It's like a 400-meter sprint or whatever. Okay, a little sweep of the lows again. Got some selling going on. We got news that just dropped, but it hasn't really done much. Didn't expect it to do that much either, to be fair. We're sitting at yesterday's point of control. I do a lot of long runs for weight loss. I have a sprint track at my gym. People try that out. The thing with long runs is that like, how do I say this? I'm talking against my own kind here because I'm going to say I'm somewhat of currently I am attempting to be an endurance athlete. So I'm going to talk some trash on endurance athletes real quick. Not that much on the triathlete side, but I think it's mostly because of the swimming. A lot of like marathoners and ultra runners and all of that are still a little tubby. I say that in a nice way too. I think your body just stores it differently. Like their legs look lean, right? But their tummies are a little pudgy still. There's no shame in that either, at all. Like they're obviously in like very good shape. It's just like if you want like to lean out, I think sprinting works a little better, my opinion. What was your weekly peak mileage during your marathon prep? I don't actually know. 55 maybe. Somewhere around there. I really don't think you need to go that heavy on it, honestly. In hindsight, I was trying to like just log a bunch of miles, and I think that, and I didn't obviously like, I should have worked my glutes a lot more, so I didn't have the IT band issue. But I think if you start pushing over 50 to 60 to 70 miles, you really open yourself up for a lot of injury. I am a massive amateur, by the way. Don't take anything I'm saying as go to ChatGPT. I'm just talking out of my personal experience. And from what I see other people, I think people start pushing 70 miles, they start really getting hurt. Miles is a lot. It's a ton. Dude, I don't know how this kid does it. I don't know if you've seen it. I think you've seen him, Ryan. I think we talked about him. Oh, shit. What is his name? This dude logs so many effing miles. I don't understand how his body is not broken. He just did back-to-back weeks. Back-to-back marathon weeks, a 244 and a 248. And then, like, before that, let me see if he's got a picture of it. He was literally doing, like, multiple 100-mile weeks. Yeah, see, like, 100-mile week. Multiple 100-mile weeks in a row, prepping for, like, 115 miles. Like, that is stupid. That's stupid. That's insane. I don't understand how he's not breaking himself. GG's to him. His recovery protocol is top notch. Those peptides hit nice, you know what I mean? I'm kidding. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'm not joking. Maybe I am. I'm leaving it up for viewer discretion. Yeah, good for him. No kidding. I mean, it looks great. He's obviously fast. He feels good. So be it. My body would cry if I did a 100-mile week. My body would cry if I did a 70-mile week. Right now, I'm doing like 15-mile weeks, chat. If that. Pretty mellow. I think I'm averaging about 50 miles on the bike, 50 to 60 miles on the bike-ish. Assuming I hit every workout. And like 15 miles running or something. And then like 400 yards swimming. Nothing wrong with a little BPC? I've never used it. I've never tried a peptide. They seem cool. I'm just like super sketchy about putting stuff in, but they seem cool. Like the benefits seem cool. I don't really want to deal with all of that, to be honest, but if it makes your body feel good, that seems cool. It seems like it's natural in your body and they're just like supersizing it. Sweet spots around 40 miles a week, 200 to 250 on the bike, and swim 100 or 10K yards a week. Yeah. 250 on the bike. How much time is that? That's like 10 hours on the bike. 10 to 12 hours on the bike a week, seemingly. Unless you're just pumping crazy watts, which you are, I guess. But maybe it was like 7 or 8 for you. We're just chopping around VWAP, chat. I personally have no intention yet of taking anything around VWAP. As I said yesterday, this week I am being patient, forcing myself to be patient because I'm happier when I do that. How often do you sprint in a week? My marathon, I was doing like 1 speed day a week, maybe 2. I think it was 1 speed day. It's really hard to blend both, to be honest. Nice, I'm supposed to add HITTS according to GBT to help my runs, but might switch to sprints. What is it? High interval? What is it? HITTS. High intensity interval training. Alternate short bursts of maximum effort sprinting with low intensity recovering. Oh, that's like a fartlek. Fartlek run or whatever you want to call it. Would be a similar concept. Those are actually great. You would definitely lean out doing that, in my opinion. I don't know if I said that right. I think it's called a fartlek. Yeah, Fartlek. Fartlek run. It's Swedish for Swede play. Continuous training that mixes fast running with light jogging. You can do it time-based, or like it said on there, like sighting-based or whatever, but like, you know, it could be like a 1 minute sprint with a 4 minute recovery. Something like that. Oh, well, I guess I'm describing a high intensity interval training then instead of a fartlek. I don't know. Like I said, major noob. All right, we got good selling. Very kind of systematic selling seems increasing as we go for the lows. We got overnight lows down at 830. That's an interesting spot. 70 points lower though, but anything to get us away from VWAP I think is good. Loving the accountability with this channel. Yeah. It's mostly y'all holding me accountable. I mean, I was in here for 1 minute and someone asked how my split went yesterday, which I appreciate. I need that-ish. That being said, there is absolutely, to tie it back into trading, there's absolutely, in my opinion, in my very unprofessional, non-data driven opinion, a correlation between you taking care of your body and getting a workout in some capacity and you trading better. Makes sense. You're going to be mentally sharper, have more control over your breathing and your heart rate, which should, you know, prevent a little bit of the high anxiety, emotional driven trading. Obviously, you can still experience some of those things, but it's not going to be as physical of a reaction. It'll be more mental at that point. So, in my opinion, while this all does seem like a side conversation, it is actually incredibly applicable. This is just like the borderline maximum level of it. But doing something is better than doing nothing. Whether it's a walk, or lifting weights, or going for a jog, or hopping on an elliptical, or whatever, some form of movement is better than none. And if you say your body's too broken to move, there's something you can do. There's always something you can do. And it will help your trading. Everyone follow him on Strava. No, don't put me on like that, Ryan. I don't need any more accountability. Actually, unless you just want to press the kudo button, in which case everybody follow me on Strava. Strava is just a personal conversation to myself for the most part. With Palmetto and Ryan giving me kudos every now and then. I actually love Strava. It's I find it interesting to go back and look at old workouts. But it's just a funny situation. I feel that, Ryan. You don't give kudos. If I don't give kudos, it's because I didn't work out and then therefore I didn't open the app. Yeah, literally. End of day PAs do not have MAE rules. They have a daily loss limit rule. Well, Delta's still looking a little heavy. Potentially back into 960 for a flush. The problem is that we might get sucked right back into VWAP. I would like for us to get through the liquidity here. And then honestly trade back up into like here. Value area low on the session. Yesterday's point of control. Some volume at 60. Something like this, I think, is actually pretty interesting. Assuming Delta remains heavy and assuming we actually push up. Delta will go up a little bit when we clear out these blocks. Just naturally, it should go up because we're needing market buyers to clear out those blocks. But we have somewhat of a little move to the downside happening. I would like for us to stay away from VWAP. Big block just got thrown up at 69. Okay. 80 sitting up there. I show the girls in my running club in Philly my Strava when we drink beers after a run. They're not impressed. That's not accountability. I don't know what is. Using Strava as a pickup is wild work, though. Okay, a little selling. Quick little open flush. Should push it. I wish Palmetto was here. He'd get a kick out of that. Hammer. Sells us off, huh? I don't think I'm going to get the fill. Should sweep the lows. My opinion. Just a quick trip, Amy. The island near Australia that I was at today is Tempest Fugit. Fugit. I don't know how you say it. F-U-G-I-T. I think it's a play on words personally, and I think it's Fugit. But it might be Tempest Fugit, in which case that's lame. But it's a Zwift. My favorite Zwift map. Tempest Fugit. Fugit. Fugit, I'm going back to Tempest Fugit on Zwift. Gotta log some miles. Takes you into to see this, really? No, it's just Strava doesn't know how to... Strava doesn't understand what's happening, is the problem. I'm riding around an island. I'll show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. This is Tempest Fugit. Tempest Fugit. Looks like Wii Sports. Yeah, it does. It actually does. The crazy part is that it's live and interactive. So you have like thousands of people biking on the same place as you in real time. It's kind of cool. The chats in the stream get weird when there's nothing to do. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we barely ran the lows. Delta maybe trying to round out here a little bit. The weight doping is real. I feel like I've seen that a couple times. I got passed by someone today that was on their 60th mile, pushing 4.5 watts to whatever it's called. Kilograms. Watts to kilograms, I guess. Or something absurd. It basically seemed like, I don't know. I mean, I guess that's technically doable. Watts per kilo. I think it's technically doable. It just seemed absolutely absurd. Like, I don't know. People are animals, though, I guess. All right. We pushed back into VWAP. Sick. We've rounded out on Delta, pushing out of it. Can't wait to go back to VWAP. Yeah, that's not crazy. 6+ sustained is elite level. So I saw someone elite. Well, I guess not even elite. Dang, rip. Well, they flew by all of us. Do you see people with stupid names on it? You see people like for like a second at a time. What's actually kind of cool to get like, I've gotten passed by like hundreds of people with group rides, which is kind of cool. Like you're just like biking on your own or whatever, and like you look on your screen, all of a sudden there's like a very solid group of people all going very fast, passing you. All right, Chad, if you haven't, make sure you press the thumbs up button. I know there hasn't been a lot to do, and we've just been talking about random-ish, but look it. Can you pick up the pace and ride with them? If you wanted to, yeah. I have my Zwift set up. Like my coach puts in like a training plan or whatever, and my Zwift follows that exactly. So like it literally eases the resistance or makes it more resistant based on the wattage that my coach put in and based on the timer. So for me, it's not physically possible while I'm in a workout to do that group ride, because like Zwift is, or my Wahoo kicker with Zwift is smart enough to not let me, essentially. All right. Back to VWAP. We got IB forming in 9 minutes, chat. The baby sweep of the lows, pushing back to VWAP, might give us some legs to push high, honestly. I don't know when the code will be 90% off again. The code is always the best discount available, though. Right now, it's 85% off on all Apex accounts with code TBM. Yes, ride the wave. Completely agree, man. I mean, that was a straight up move. That was an 80-point straight up move with not really an opportunity to get in. Austin, that sounds like you're in a pickle. Do you drink coffee in the morning? In theory, that could help, should help. All right, rejecting 25K basically. We're front running it just by a hair. Now the question is, how much do we pull back? We're going to close here. 960 is an interesting spot off that prior high. Yesterday's point of control. It's just, is it going to give us the legs that we need? Because, like, 43 should probably be the stop. Or it just straight shoots it. Shoots it straight up. Boy. I'm on my third cup. Usually I have two. Oh yeah, you're feeling the pickle right now. That's for sure. You're in a predicament. That's all I'm trying to say. Sounds like you're in a predicament. Not insinuating anything about that. All I can think about right now, Austin, is that Instagram that was the cucumber in the drink. A predicament. Yes, you are in a predicament. Oh, yep. So we just ended up just opening and ripping. Just an open and rip, no pullback at all. Very hard for me to want to get in there at 980. I want to pull back. Always do want to pull back. Here comes point of control at 520. It's the quick 80 to 20 move, 40 points. Right off the open, right up, just a straight rip. We got 3.5 minutes till initial balance is formed. Running IB highs would be a 20 to 80, 60 points higher to run IB highs in the next 3 minutes. I don't think that's going to happen. I personally feel like this is going to be an inside day anyways, and we're just going to rotate in between IB, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I could see us stopping at 50. Okay, little slap off point of control. That's good. Back into VWAP maybe. After yesterday, an inside day seems like a nice digestion day. That for sure, 100%. After a 1,000-point move, top to bottom, it absolutely makes sense to balance out for a second. I completely agree. It's just, how can I trade the balance, right? Technically, a diddle in the middle on the range at 25K and VWAP at yesterday's close, but I think it makes sense. Like a little VWAP test. Or we're just going to bounce off the prior highs. 25K. Got a minute and a half till IB is set. I can't believe oil went from 111 on the overnight session down to whatever it's at now. 86. That's insane. 111 to 86 is crazy on oil. In 2 days? Oh, it got to 120? Oh, man. I didn't know that. Yeah. Even better. 119 to 86 is crazy. It's a 20 to 80 rotation on oil. See, and now we're 30 seconds away, and I don't think it makes sense to buy VWAP in 30 seconds, but maybe it does. Well, I would have gotten front run anyways by 2 points. All right, IB is set. Quick push into point of control. Sweep the prior high. Not doing a whole lot with it, but I can't short this. I want to, but I'm not going to. I think 50 is a more interesting spot to watch. Right up in here, 46 to 50. In fact, I'm okay with doing this. Giving it about 10 points off those candles for a little bit more push. Clear out a little bit more liquidity. I like the idea of us rotating between IB and IBH, or IBH and IBL. We might push it all the way back up to IBH, in which case we might flush it a little bit, but I kind of like the idea of us holding 50s here. Or we're just going to green line algo it and blink it. Green line algo, man. We got the buyers. I think we've pushed the high on this candle. Question is just how much. Not much. That's a double top. Double top 39.5. A little bit of juice higher. Missed it by 2 points. Alright, I got filled short. And then we just push it. Gonna stop me out. Stop me out for 250. I should have taken it off when I missed it by 2 points, I think, hindsight. Alrighty. Buyers look good. I mean, I'm absolutely fading a big move here. I think that we stay in balance still. I'm curious what happens at IBH. But I would not be shocked for us to rotate off of yesterday's value area high. Like, at all. Zero part of me would be shocked. Even with the buying going on right now. I hope that we push into IBH, and I hope we push it higher for our portfolios. All of our stonk money. Why not just rip it and get out of this range? But I personally think we rotate it back down. How do you sell order? You just put a sell in. Be like shorting the market. You just click sell limit. All right, new candles opened up. Prior wick is interesting. 25. I would like for us, well, we got blocks higher, so maybe we do push the overnight highs, but I would like to see us kind of clean up 81. Wick through it, close below, one more retest into it, get short, and write it down. That would be very nice. If we're gonna be balanced. But I mean we got juice higher, so maybe we just rip it for 4 hours straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Working on 30 minutes of straight up. With not a lot of pullback. How close did we get to IB? We got pretty close. We got 5 points away. Little doji up here. I am so tempted to take the 70 short. But the slow grind is alive right now, boys. Slow grind to the upside is alive and well right now. All right, there's IBH. Missed it by a tick or something. Okay. There's a sweep through IBH. Buyers to push us through there. That is technically enough for me to take an IBH retrade. I don't like it. We have juice higher, but I don't like it. I don't like it yet. I mean, we are looking good still on the long side, but can't bring myself to take that trade. It probably works because I don't take it, but I can't bring myself to do it. Can we snap this line? Dare I? Dare I draw it? It's this liquidity sitting higher that's spooky. I definitely want us to pull off of IBH. I will say that. I've been saying that. I want us to pull off of this. I want it to be a balanced day and just rotate. It's just the stop placement's not ideal by any means. And we're just going to rotate into 100 and go find that liquidity, I guess. A little bit of a ligma. Just, is it enough? Is it enough? Okay, running through the 100 blocks. I mean, we got juice to the overnight highs. At this point, it feels like we run the overnight highs. And we just do it without any pullbacks, I guess. What's up, Brad? Morning. What do we get to? Doesn't say. We got to 116. Overnight highs are up at like 159 or something. 150. As soon as I buy it, it's gonna dunk 200 points. Yeah, just let us know when you do it, Silver. Be a homie. This is a 200-point move with not much pullback. Trying to pop the highs. Higher high. That double top? No, ran it by like a tick. Rotation into IBH. For the bid back into 100, I think looks pretty good with how we're currently operating. That being said, we have not really pulled back at all, and if it gets dirty, it could, I mean, I think 25 is on the table, 20, 25. Or it just doesn't even rotate to IBH. Buyers maybe trying to come back up. A little bit of juice. 377. That's a move back that I was looking for. I just missed it by 4 points or something. All right, 115, triple top. How you doing? Good. Just waiting. Tried to get filled at IBH, missed it by 3 or 4 points. Ripped it. We got juice through the overnight highs. Taking one trade. Loser for 12 points. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 8 green candles in a row. There's 120 that traded. I'm going to try this. We got some sellers here. Tapped 120. I don't want to look back down here, to be honest. even IBH. Got a little bit of selling going on, but they might just still push it. But Delta looks heaviest it's looked in a while. The bid is still alive, though. And we still have liquidity higher, but do we do anything with the selling that we've got going on is the question. Anything at all? The answer is no, not yet. The 5-minute candle just opened up. Everything's just a rebuy. Yeah, I gotta kill it. Back to the 30s. Minus 600. Yeah, I am getting... Yeah. It's just chopping, man. I'm chopping. Me. But one more day and I got a payout. So that's all that matters. Staying alive. Not a bad spot by any means, but... request a payout tomorrow. Tomorrow night. But man, I'm just like... I'm fading to move. This is very aggressive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Working on 10 green candles in a row. No red at all. I think that we get a pullback. I think we probably float the overnight highs and then get the pullback. But I'm down 600 bucks per account. It's 12 grand total. 600 bucks per account though. I think we probably float the overnight highs and then get the pullback. I'm just too early. I think I'm too early. I'm clearly just wrong right now, but I think I will end up being too early. Better way to say that. We'll see what happens at the overnight highs. But I'm not going to be here for it. Have a great one. Good luck, everybody. Be smart, be patient. Peace.
He's sharp as a tack. He's got his eyes on the Nasdaq. Ain't no looking back. He wakes up every morning sipping on that coffee black, trading numbers on his screen. Yeah, he's got that knack. He's got his finger on the pulse, knowing when to buy or sell. He's making moves all day, making his portfolio well, from the open bell to the closing bell. He's ringing that cash register. With every trade he makes, he's getting closer to his treasure. He's a Nasdaq cowboy, riding that market wave. TBM ain't afraid to take risks. He's got money to save. He's catching those highs, dodging them lows, making his name. TBM's the king of the Nasdaq, playing his own game. He's a Nasdaq, king of the Nasdaq.